Yo, what's up, world? It's your man Slim Jim Longfoot, aka the GOAT, King of America. Yo, welcome to this awesome video right here where I'm going to showcase to y'all my comic books from the He-Man toys that I collected when I was a kid. The toys that I had when I was a kid, I of course no longer have them because they got lost in my storage back in 2017 when I lost my storage, but it's all good. I still have my books. And this is, I've been living here in my condo for almost 6 years now. And this will be my first time looking at my comic books since I've been here. My books, they're wrapped up together in my closet. We're about to showcase them right now, like so. Hey, that part. So, man, like, I haven't looked at these in a long time. And so, I'm going to share my books that I collected as a kid from my toys that I had. As you can see, it's not that many of them, but the reason why, because you know back then when you had the He-Man toys, most of the books that you would get would be duplicates, but for the majority part I still have all of my books. So here we go, we're about to go ahead and check this out. Plus I got my little checklist right here, Masters of the Universe, baby. So y'all about to see this thing. So this was the checklist from 1985 because it has the Evil Horde included in it. I know that just from memory. So here we go. Yo, here you go. About to, and I got them in order from the oldest to the youngest books that I collected. So here it goes. It says, "The gleam of the power sword lights your way as you enter the fantastic world of Eternia, home of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, baby." So I'm about to open this thing up. If I can remember how to open it, do it carefully so I won't rip anything that ain't supposed to be ripped. You dig? You know what I'm saying? I wish I'm gonna have to point the camera down this way, so we about to switch the camera up, y'all. So boom. So here we go. You know what I'm saying? We're doing it this way. Showing y'all the checklist of everything that was featured at the time. So here we go, y'all. There it is. There go the checklist, baby. There go the checklist. We about to check it out. See what we got here. We got, of course, Castle Grayskull, the original Castle Grayskull. As it reads, Castle Grayskull. It's the heroic warrior's mighty fortress of mystery and power. Features include a drawbridge that opens and closes, working trap door, elevator, castle throne, weapons, combat trainer, cannon, and fortress, fortress fortress flag, excuse me. Fortress flag. Figures not included. Unassembled. So of course you gotta assemble that thing. So there it is. That's the original Castle Grayskull, y'all. We got, of course, here Snake Mountain, y'all. Snake Mountain. Snake Mountain is so funny because Snake Mountain, the place that looked vastly different from Snake Mountain, of course, on the show. So Snake Mountain, stronghold of the evil warriors. Talking to the wolf's head, electronic microphone, and your voice turns into the scary voice of evil. Work the monster's jaw up and down and make the striking snake lash out, excuse me, though. Trap door, safety net, tunnel, and swinging gate included too. Figures and battery not included, and a symbol. So there's Snake Mountain, y'all. The Fright Zone. The Fright Zone. This home of the evil horde holds plenty of traps, tricks, and treachery. You control the dreadful dragon. You make the tree branches grab and hold a warrior, and you can rescue prisoners from the dark, forbidden jail. Figures not included on the center. That's the Fright Zone, y'all, home of the evil horde. And then, of course, you have the attack vehicles and fighting creatures. You got the Dragon Walker. You have Bashosaurus. You got Road Ripper. You got the Land Shark. You got Attack Track. You got Spydor, the evil stalker. You have Roton, the evil assault vehicle. You got Zor, the heroic fighting falcon, aka the sorceress. You got Stridor, heroic armored war horse. You got the Battle Ram, the heroic mobile launcher. You got, of course, Battle Cat, the heroic fighting tiger. You got the Wind Raider, the heroic assault lander. You have Screech, the evil barbarian bird. And you have Panther, the evil savage cat. And last but not least, Night Stalker, evil armored warhorse. So those were your vehicles and play sets for Masters of the Universe early on. Now, what I had out of that, I never had Castle Grayskull. I had got a piece of Castle Grayskull years later after the original, after my initial run of collecting toys, but I never got Castle Grayskull or Snake Mountain. But I got the Fright Zone when on my 5th birthday, well, not the day after my 5th birthday, which was Christmas of '85. So that's when I got the Fright Zone. The attack vehicles, I had a Dragon Walker, but it wasn't the full Dragon Walker. Like, I had found the Dragon Walker years later, but I didn't have it growing up playing with it. The only vehicles, quote unquote vehicles, that I had Stridor, I had Battle Cat, and I had Panther. The other stuff I did not have. I didn't have the other vehicles. Now we're gonna flip this thing over, and we have the toys, baby. We got the toys, the action figures, the actual toys of Masters of the Universe. Starting off, we're gonna go down the list from the heroic warriors, and then we're gonna go to the evil warriors. We got, of course, Roboto, the heroic mechanical warrior. I had him. Cyclone, the heroic fish flinging tornado. I had him. The original He-Man, most powerful man in the universe. I did not have the original He-Man, unfortunately. I wish I did. I wanted that one so bad. But it was hard to come by finding the original He-Man back in the day. Moss Man, I didn't have Moss Man. Prince Adam, I had Prince Adam. Mechaneck, I didn't have Mechaneck. Man-at-Arms, I had Man-at-Arms. I even drew a mustache on my Man-at-Arms because I was like, why did I get no mustache? Stratos, heroic wing warrior, I had him. Thunder Punch He-Man, I had him. Let's see. Battle Armor He-Man, I had him. Oracle, I had him. Fisto, I had him. Many Faces, I didn't have him at first, but I got him later on down the line. I didn't have him initially when I was playing with the toys. Buzz Off, I had him. And we're gonna go to the evil horde last. Now back up here to the evil warriors, we got Skeletor, the original Skeletor. I did not have the original Skeletor. Actually, I got the original Skeletor later on, but I didn't have his armor. I didn't have, Skeletor's armor that he had. Spikor, I did not have Spikor. Stinkor, I did not have Stinkor. Too Bad, I had Too Bad. Webstore, I had Webstore. I loved his grappling hook. It was fun to, have him like going up and down on his line when it was working. Dragon Blaster Skeletor, I had him. It was fun to, fill up the water in his dragon head and skeet water and stuff. That was always fun. Beastman, I had Beastman. Trapjaw, I had Trapjaw. Whiplash, I did not have Whiplash. Evelyn, I had Evelyn. Cobra Khan, I had Cobra Khan. Triclops, I did not have Triclops. I think I'm trying to remember if I had like a version of him. Not a version of him, but kind of like I think I had one of a version of his toy, but I'm not completely for certain though. Let's see. Battle Armor Skeletor, I had Battle Armor Skeletor. Clawful, I had Clawful later on, but I didn't have him initially when I first was collecting the toys. Jisto, I did not have Jisto. Jitsu, I did not have Jitsu. Merman, I did not have Merman. And now we go on to the Evil Horde. The Evil Horde, which was hot commodity when they came out in '85. I had all of these guys. I had Hordak, I had Modalock, I had Grisgor, I had Leech, and I had Mantana. And I also had Hurricane Hordak, as well as our Multibot, which came out later in the series. They were like the last few toys of the series that came out. And of course, this list does not include the Snake Men, but we will showcase the Snake Men in a minute once we get to the comic books. And also I had Battle Bones. Y'all. So yeah. So now, gonna get to the comic books, baby. So Oop, there it is. And we are just going to showcase the covers of the comics. I'm not going to open them up because, you know, these books haven't been touched in a good little minute.
Lie detector test determined that was a lie.
So here we go, y'all. We about to check these out. We got here, this was one of my first books that I got from Masters of the Universe. This is, the title of it is Clash of Arms. This was an awesome book right here. And I remember that this book came, because I had two of these, if I'm not mistaken, because I had two of these, because this came with Fisto, both Fisto and Stridor. This book did. And here, as you can see, there are the toys on the back. You can see the toys on the back that they were advertising at the time for that book. Battle Armor He-Man, Battle Armor Skeletor, Many Faces, Ram Man, Triclops, and Trapjaw. And we also have a book right here that I no longer have the cover of, obviously. I still got the back cover of it, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't necessarily any character driven book in here, you know what I'm saying? So you can't really tell who was the star of this as far as like the toys go, because it was a standard He-Man comic book as far as it go that came with whatever book it came with. So it wasn't like a character driven tale, but it was a He-Man tale regardless. And that was a good book right there. And as you can see, I got well, you can't see it here, but you'll see it on the cover of the next one. Because when I was a kid, you know, I used to, you know, draw all my covers and do stuff like that. As you can see with this cover right here, I had a couple of these right here, double-edged sword. I had a couple of a few copies of this comic right here, double-edged sword, as you can see, that came out. And then we got here the Siege of Avion. That was an awesome comic that came out. You know what I'm saying? The artist, I don't know who the artist was that did the cover. I'm quite sure he did the inside as well. But yeah, these comics that came with them was freaking phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? I think these, I mean, they really put a lot. Oh, there's his name right there, Alfredo P. Alcala, if I'm not mistaken. That's where his name is. If I can, you know, zoom in on that. Let's see if I can come out, focus that a little bit. Yeah, Alfredo P. Alcala. I'm gonna have to look him up, see if he's still alive and, you know, what else he's done over the years. But yeah, but you know what I'm saying, the books, you know, were so, you know, they were very detailed, you know what I'm saying? It gave you that sense of barbarian type of thing, you know what I'm saying? My guy, you know, who's best known for Conan the Barbarian, excuse me, his name is slipping my brain right now, but y'all, Frank Frazetta, you know what I'm saying? It gives you some Frank Frazetta vibes, you know? And you know what I'm saying, that was a awesome book as well. Here's another book. I believe this is one of the books that came with Buzz Off, might have been with Buzz Off and Mechaneck. This book right here, He-Man and the Insect People, that was a good one. And you can see I drew on the cover as well, you know, with green marker. I tell you, that Kid Me, like, it was a trip. But hey, Kid Me was good enough to know, you know what I'm saying, that hey, I was yeah, Alfredo Alcala, he did this one as well. Alfredo Alcala, he drew this one as well. And these were like in the early days of the He-Man toys, because I don't even think Prince Adam was a figure yet at that time, because these were probably before the series came out, before the 83 series came out. You know, as you see with Prince Adam, the outfit he was wearing at the time, you know, he was wearing like the blue little mini skirt or whatever you want to call it, you know, the little blue joint he had on it right there in that book. Well, you know, like yeah, cause these books, according to, you know, the books right here, you know what I'm saying, these were back out in 83, you know what I'm saying, as far as that go. Then of course this was a later one that I of course got, Skeletor's Dragon. This one right here came with the Dragon Blaster, you know, the Dragon's Blaster Skeletor, because he got the dragon on his back, and it also came with Battle Bond. So I had 2 copies of this, but I think I only have this 1 copy now, because I don't remember what I did with my copies. I can't remember if I threw them away or not, and if I did, I feel real stupid for doing that, because when I was a kid, you know, I hated duplicates. You know, it's funny, you hate duplicates as a kid, but now you love duplicates as you're older, because, you know, when you're a collector, if you got a duplicate, then boom, you can hold on to one, and then, you know, for safekeeping and, you know, keep it, you know, all that type of stuff, you know, keep it, you know, under lock and key. And the other one you can showcase and do all that type of stuff with. But back then, you know, nobody didn't want duplicates or nothing, you know what I'm saying? Because we wanted the next thing as far as that goes. You know, we failed to realize, you know, until we started getting older, you know, that duplicates was a good thing, you know what I'm saying? Because you could preserve one of them, you know what I'm saying, in that sense. So that's that book right there. Then we have this one. He-Man versus Skeletor in the Temple of Darkness. I have plenty of copies of this one too also. This was a, you know what I'm saying, a good little comic book as well. You know what I'm saying, I go through some of them as far as it goes, but it's preserved really good as far as the interior. I can see that the cover is away from the book, so you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna mess with it too much. But yeah, most of these early books, except for, yeah, even that one, most of these early books still have the same 6 figures on the back of them, you know what I'm saying, Battle Armor, He-Man, Many Faces, Triceratops, Ram Man, and Trap Jaw are still the ones on the back. This one right here, I remember having a few copies of this one as well. Dragon's Gift. This is a great shot. It look like that's Alfredo again, who drew this one as well. Alfredo, he drew a lot of these joints back in the early days of these comics right here. You know what I'm saying? He drew a lot of those. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Alfredo. You know what I'm saying? He really, you know what I'm saying, was doing his thing. One of these days, I might go through one of these books. You know, comment below if you would like for me to go through these actual issues. You know what I'm saying? And showcase to y'all. This is another one that was drawn by Alfredo as well, the Obelisk. This was a good story. I remember reading this story as a kid. Like I say, if y'all want to see these actual stories, you know what I'm saying, all you gotta do is, you know, comment below and ask me, you know, and, you know, let me know which ones you want to check out. You feel me? This one, I definitely had a whole bunch of copies of this one right here because of collecting the Snake Man. You know, this one, King of the Snake Man, which was really good. This was a really good book right here. And I got this one a lot, you know what I'm saying, because of, you know, collecting, you know, the Snake Man, which is, you see him on the back, Cobra Khan, who I already had in advance, but, you know, it wasn't until later that he was revealed to be, of course, obviously a member of the Snake Man, which, of course, makes sense because he is a Snake Man. And then you have King Hiss, Tongue Lasher, and Ratlord, who, of course, also came out at that time with, you know, with the series. And I had all of them. I had King Hiss, I had Ratlord, I had Tongue Lasher, and as I mentioned earlier, I had Cobra Khan. And yeah, those toys were freaking awesome. I also had Snake Face, who was the last member of the Snake Man that came out. I wish I still had those toys, but, you know, I got the memory. And as you can see, if you look down there at the bottom, it says Bruce Timm 85. Bruce Timm, for those that don't know who Bruce Timm is, you definitely ain't a part of the culture, you feel me? Bruce Timm, of course, is one of the big names who, of course, helped create Batman, the animated series. I mean, so much so they call it the Timmverse, you feel me? So Bruce Timm was instrumental in Batman, the animated series, and the whole DC comic books, all the DC animation that came out from Batman, the animated series, and all the way up until Justice League Unlimited. And it's funny because, of course, at the time when I was collecting these books, I didn't know who Bruce Timm was. I mean, Bruce Timm, nobody knew who Bruce Timm was. This was back in the 80s. And, you know, you got right here, look at who you have right here on this book. Like, Stephen Grant, he was the writer. I can't say what else he has done, but look, I didn't even know this as a kid, but check that out. Look at the pencil, y'all. Bruce Timm penciled this whole book. This is a Bruce Timm comic book. Bruce Timm drew this book before he became known as the Bruce Timm. You feel me? And look at who the letterer was. Look at who the letterer was. Stan Sakai. Stan Sakai was the letterer. Stan Sakai was the letterer. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all know who Stan Sakai is? Like, do y'all know who Stan Sakai is? I'm just saying, do y'all know who Stan Sakai is? I just want to know, do y'all know who Stan Sakai is? That is the creator of Usagi Yojimbo. So the guy who created Usagi Yojimbo was the letterer of this book. You know what I'm saying? A book that was penciled by Bruce Timm. You know what I'm saying? This book right here, probably by itself, even though it's not in mint condition. And you know what? And I hate it with my soul, because I'm telling y'all, I had probably at least about 4 of these books right here. I had maybe like 4 of these books right here. And who would have known that this book right here would be, I mean, it's drawn by the guy who basically brought back Batman and all of the DC heroes throughout the 90s up until the late mid 2000s, from Batman animated series to Justice League Unlimited. Bruce Timm drew this book, and Stan Sakai, the creator of Usagi Yojimbo, lettered it. You know what I'm saying? That's that right there in itself. You know what I'm saying? Amazing on that part. Spike or Strikes. This is another awesome book. It's funny because I'm starting to think, I didn't have Spike or. That's the funny thing. I did not have a Spike or toy. I did not have Spike or, but I have his book. You know what I'm saying? I can tell y'all. It might have been because of if you see Cyclone, he's featured in this book. So this book might have been because of Cyclone. And as you see, I don't have a back cover to it, but I got the front cover though. That's a trip. You know what I'm saying? So it might have been because of that. That might be why I have that book. Also, this one right here. This is Robato's book. If I'm not mistaken, Thunder Punch He-Man is in here too. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. No, Thunder Punch He-Man isn't in here, but this book, The Battle of Roboto. This of course was a Roboto themed story, and this came with Robato's toy when I had got him, back in the day. So the Battle of Roboto, that's the name of that book. And I also forgot to let you guys know, see, I almost forgot about my Rock people. The Rock people, I also had them. There they go. Their names on the back. Stone Dar and Rockcon. I had both of those guys. You know what I'm saying? Those were, I thought, some cool toys, because they transform. You could fold them down, and they be into rocks. And how I used to play with them. I would turn them into rocks, and then they would hurling themselves at people and whatnot like that. I didn't have Terra Claw Skeletor. I did not have Terra Claw Skeletor. I did not have the Laser Bolt, and I did not have Flying Fist He-Man. I had Thunder Punch He-Man, but I didn't have Flying Fist He-Man. And so I had Stone Dar and Rockon. I had both of those guys, you know what I'm saying? And you can see Rock People to the Rescue. You know what I'm saying? That was the name of that book. Of course, this book, I had 2 copies of this, obviously, because it came with both characters when I got them. Yep. This joint right here, Fastest Draw in the Universe. Awesome. Of course, this was showcasing Rio Blast when he came out. And funnily enough, you know what I'm saying, this shows the Jet Sled, Mega Laser, and Stilt Stalkers on the back, but it don't show Rio Blast. And this book I got when I got Rio Blast. Rio Blast, he was a freaking awesome toy. And I'm still peeved to this day that I lost his backpack. I lost his backpack that slid over his head and made those guns on the side. I'm mad that I lost that backpack when I was in the 2nd grade. When I had took him to school one day, I had lost that backpack, so that was jacked up. But the Fastest Draw in the Universe, that's an amazing book right there. Basically showcases, Rio Blast and everything going on with that. Like I said, if y'all want to see the interiors of these books, you know what I'm saying, I do a video showcasing the interiors of these books one of these days. So y'all let me know if y'all want that there. Now, this right here. It's funny that I have this book showed up first. As you can see, the Rock and Stone Dog, they're also in the background of this one. This came with Hurricane Hordak. This came with the Hurricane Hordak action figure. And as you can see on the back, I also had Mantisaur. I had Mantisaur from the Evil Horde, who was Hordak Steve. I got Mantisaur from Kmart. The Kmart that used to be on Gresham Road here in Decatur, Georgia, back in the day. That was ages ago. Also got we got the slime pit here on the back too. I did not have the slime pit, but that's of course featured on the back as well, showcasing that. But Hurricane Hordak, this came with the Hurricane Hordak toy right here. Now we got this book right here, we got Hordak, the Ruthless Leader's Revenge, which of course came with Hordak's original figure, the Evil Horde. You know what I'm saying? There they go. They charging at He-Man and Oracle. They getting ready to get to it. You know, they ain't playing no type of games right there. So this, of course, was when the Evil Horde, you know, came on the scene. And so I got that book right there, you know, of course, and it showcases all of the Evil Horde on the back. You know, it showcases Hordak, Leech, Mantenna, Modalock, the Fright Zone, and Grizzle. All of them I had got. All of those I had got, of course, the Evil Horde. Now we got, of course, Modalock. This is the book that came with Modalock. It's showcasing right here the treachery of Modalock. There he is, you know what I'm saying? There's Thunder Punch He-Man right there. Is he on the back? No, he's not on the back, but this showcases Thunder Punch He-Man in this story, who I also had. Now we have Mantenna and the Menace of the Evil Horde. We have that book right there. We're showcasing that. He-Man caught up in the Fright Zone. Mantenna like, yeah, I got you, homie. I got you, bro. It's funny, though, because they didn't showcase in these drawings all of Mantenna's legs, because if you look at Mantenna's toy, it shows that, you know, he got 2 legs, but he actually got 4 legs, y'all. He got 1, 2, 3, 4 legs, but they didn't show him like that in this toy right here, because I guess the artist didn't know that he had 4 legs either. But it wasn't, I think it was on the show, like, you know, on the He-Man show, you know, She-Ra show, that they showed him with 4 legs. It's been a while since I watched those episodes, but as you can see, Mantenna had 4 legs. He had 4 legs. I don't know why they did the toy like that, or why they even, you know, did it like that. But he had 4 legs, and, you know, his eyes would pop out, you know, to hypnotize folk or whatever the case is. That with his power, you know, that's what he would do. Then you got Leech here. We got Leech, the Master of Power Suction Unleashed. Hey, that part, you know what I'm saying? Got Leech up in there. You know what I'm saying? And of course, you know, show the Evil Horde on the back again as well. This right here, Grizzlord, the legend comes alive. You know what I'm saying? They made Grizzlord look like, you know what I'm saying, a big, you know what I'm saying, you know, like he was like the Bigfoot or something like that. You know, Hordak in the background laughing, haha. And He-Man and them, they like, oh, and Man was like, no, and then T like, man, what the? And Grizz was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And look who drew that, Bruce W10. Once again, Bruce W10 drew that joint too, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And let's see if I can see the credits. But yeah, he drew the interior for this as well. Once again, another book drawn by Bruce Timm. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because in the comic books they didn't give Man-at-Arms a mustache in the comic books, even though he had a mustache on the show. That's always funny because his toy didn't have a mustache, but he should have had a mustache because, you know, he had a mustache on the show. So I don't know, but you know how they do. It is what it is. That was weird right there. Shout out to Grand Hustler in the building, y'all. Grand Hustler is in the building. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can definitely check him out on the PlayStation Network, you know what I'm saying, where he plays Outriders, you know, Grand Hustler 1017. And here we are with the last book of the collection, y'all, The Menace of Multibot. As I said, Multibot was like the robot version of Modalock, and if I'm not mistaken, Modalock created Multibot, and, you know, I mean, like I said, he was the robot version of Multibot. And of course he isn't on the back of this, but I had Multibot's toy as well, you know what I'm saying, to go along with Modalock that I had. And Modalock and Multibot, those were some real cool characters. Like, I remember when I got Modalock from Toys R Us, that was such a big thing right there. It was such a big thing to get him. Like, just the toys period, they were freaking awesome, man. And so with that being said, that's the end of my comic book collection from Masters of the Universe. If y'all would like me to do a video showcasing any of these books individually, let me know if y'all want that. In the meantime, between times, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. It's your man Slim Jim Longfoot, aka the GOAT, King of America. You know what I'm saying? Even though Captain Planet says the power is yours, but I mean, that's the case though, you know what I'm saying? He-Man says, I have the power. Captain Planet says the power is yours, and know that you have the power to do whatever it is you want to do in this life that is not going to be harmful to anybody else, be beneficial to yourself, you feel me? Meantime, between times, I'm gone, y'all. One love.
Tell them don't waste my time. Tell them don't waste my time. Tell them don't waste my time.